Got a question.
Question.
Should men vent to their women? A woman. A woman.
Now who's the misogynist? You suck at being a man. You think men should have women?
Woman.
Way too much headache, you know. One is enough.
I mean, last week there was a guy trying to have two wives, so who knows?
He's just biting off, biting off the own arm the arm that's feeding him. You can't do it. But should you, would you vent to your wife or your partner? Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's a very short answer.
Thank
Let me tell you where this stems from. So I saw a thing online where a lady tweeted, "Men, please vent to women. We do care. We
Yeah.
can't help you if you don't say anything."
Uh-huh.
And then a man commented, "This is good advice if your goal is to get her to leave you." And then someone else was like, another man said, "Never ever vent to your woman."
There's a lot of trauma there. I get their point actually, because I think, our relationship's a bit of an anomaly, whereas it's not like this. But I can say that that they're probably saying these people, them, they, God, I can't keep up with the pronouns these days. They're saying it because most women will see that as weakness. If you're the man and you're kind of coming to the woman with your problems all the time, where in the gender roles, the man is the problem solver.
Mhm.
Whereas if I'm coming, you're meant to tell me your problems. I'm meant to like listen to your problems, not necessarily even solve them, but just listen.
Mhm.
When the roles are reversed, you're coming across as a whiny little bitch that can't look that. But this is how it is. You can't handle your shit. You can't handle your shit. So it's like, I see where they're coming from, because they've probably opened up to women in the past, or told them their problems, and it's got thrown in their face, or the woman's ended up leaving them. Because at the end of the day, it's like this whole, men just like deal with things themselves and not talk to anybody about it. It's perpetuated by men, but women subconsciously probably agree with it as well. Or even, if you ask them, oh yeah, speak to me about your feelings, but if you actually do, they'll hate it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Yeah, because they want you to, I guess, in those scenarios, they want you to vent to them, but like not really.
Yeah. I think there's
They want you
levels
to
and
vent to
layers.
them and be open and honest and whatever with them, but they also want you to not have any problem.
Yeah.
That's what it really is.
Yeah, because women and men have problems, but women want to feel led and supported. So if a man's coming to the women with his problems, it's like, oh well, you're fucking not stable enough to look after me. Do you know what I mean? Or like, how I've got issues, you're meant to be helping me with mine, not the other way, motherfucker. But yeah, I think for some things, in a general sense, for some things, yes, vent to your woman. But for everything, no. I think there's things that men should just keep to themselves and get on with.
What do you think men should keep to themselves and get on with?
Well, this is a bit skewed, because this is not actually what I think for myself. I'm just generalizing.
Yeah, it doesn't apply here,
men.
but what do you think generally in these scenarios where women want you to vent to them, but not really?
I think a lot of it will be due to probably work. I'd imagine, you go make your money and handle that, because it's seen as like, traditionally I'll look after the home and the family, you go make the money. So anything to do with work, don't tell me your problems. You get on with that. Maybe even like friendship stuff, I guess. I don't really understand any of this, because like, you should tell your partner everything and they should be able to tell you everything.
Yeah.
And there's like this whole balance of like, you both need to be supported. There's no like, oh, just get on with it because you're a man, or like, oh yeah, you tell me your emotions because you're a woman and I won't. Like, you both are emotional beings. Women are more tapped into it than men.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that men don't have things that they want to get off their chest as well.
Yeah.
And actually, I found in my life, opening up to people, in particular as what, yourself, has helped me massively, as opposed to holding everything in that's bothering me. Because the saying is, the weight of the world on your shoulders. Like, you hold stuff in, and you're just building it up and building it up. So eventually something's going to break.
Yeah, and suicide's quite high in men, isn't it?
Yeah,
What's
and
the percentage?
It's like something like 60%. It's the highest killer amongst 35 and unders. I think it's like 60%.
That's a lot. Oh
That's
my God.
that. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be 40, but I didn't realize it was 60.
Because men don't speak.
Yeah.
We don't talk about our feelings. We don't talk about our worries. We don't talk about our problems.
And you're conditioned to not speak.
And we're conditioned to not. Yeah. And it's a shame. And this I'm glad actually that you've opened with this, because this kind of conversation that's going on here just exemplifies exactly what the general male psyche is.
Mm.
Don't talk. You're a little like you're. I'm guessing their view is like, oh, you're a pussy for talking.
Hmm.
Don't do it. You're going to be seen as weak. Da da da. And then she's going to leave you. Which, if she's actually a strong ass woman, and she sees you for the man that you are, you sharing your emotions and your weaknesses and being vulnerable
Mm.
actually shows your strength. So
Yeah.
you venting to her should be attractive,
Mm.
because you're showing a willingness to be open.
Yeah.
The type of man that isn't like that is the type of man that will disregard your emotions because they're disregarding their own.
Yeah. If they can't look after their own, how they're gonna.
Exactly. So if he can't be emotionally open and available to you, but you want him to be emotionally and openly available for you, the other way around, it's not going to happen. You're just getting yourself into a fucked up, just not a relationship.
Mm.
It's not. It's only going to go one
Yeah.
way, and then you're going to be wondering why.